Hey guys, welcome back to Movie Kids in the video, and today I'll be sharing my haul from the recent Arrow Easter Carnage sale from Grindhouse Video in the US. I did import one Blu-ray from the UK in the Arrow Films website, from the official Arrow Video website. So there'll be two boxes and the rest are the standard edition, but I only seen one film and the rest are blind buys. Actually, it's two films that I have seen. Let's get right into it. Reanimator is the only film that I've seen from this haul. I seen this movie back in 2014 when it was on Netflix originally, and I absolutely love this movie because of the practical effects and the story. The story itself is just so wacky and so much fun, and I just had a good time watching this movie when I was 15 or 16 years old when I saw this on Netflix for the first time. And I was debating to get the regular edition, the non-Arrow Blu-ray for a longer time because it was on the $7 bin on Best Buy for the longest time. And then Arrow did their own release, this limited edition release, and that's out of print. And this has been my wish list for a long time. Getting the standard release of Reanimator on Arrow Video, and I've been putting it off for many times because I know if I get this, I know I'm still gonna love this movie, and I cannot wait to watch this movie on Halloween because this film is meant to be seen in the month of October. This creepy, eerie, practical effects, really fun, bonkers, crazy film that I really enjoyed. The performance is just so dang good. That's what makes the film even better. And Reanimator is just so glad to add this to my collection. I absolutely love this movie. I've never seen the sequels. I believe called Bride of Reanimator and Beyond Reanimator. So I haven't checked out the sequels. The only film I've seen is the first film. Now the rest are blind buys. The film I have not seen yet. One Missed Call trilogy. I heard nothing but excellent things on the first film, and I haven't heard much about the sequels, but I heard it's just an okay sequel, but the first one being fantastic. Directed by Takahashi Miike, who I have heard of his filmography before. I don't think I've seen any of his film, but I really want to check out Audition. Really want to check that out. But this looks creepy and eerie, and I heard the remake sucked. The American remake, which I'm not gonna get into because I heard that one terrible. But I cannot wait to watch and dive into the original One Missed Call because I heard really good things about it, and I want to get into J horror films because I never got into J horror film just yet. I've seen House, that's available on Criterion Collection on Blu-ray, and this was really cheap for a trilogy set for like around $20, which is actually a good deal. So really excited to check this out on the month of October really soon. Next title is the film that is directed by Wes Craven. This is his directorial debut. That is The Last House on the Left, which I heard really crazy things about this one. That's what made me want to buy this one because it's directed by Wes Craven. That's one of his earlier works. I have seen some Wes Craven stuff, and Nightmare on Elm Street, the Scream franchise, and I have seen some other films from him, but not by much. I still have not seen Chalker. I still have not seen The Last House on the Left. With this one, I'm gonna have. I think this one's gonna be hard to get into really soon because I heard really interesting things on this film and a lot of psychological, and that's what I decided to pick this up because it's psychological, and I like psychological movie that's done right. That didn't really care to mind the fear, the intensity. I really like those kind of films that you just rooting for the character to survive, to go on and move forward. I think this film gonna be a very interesting watch for the month of October because this will be my first time watch, and it's pretty cool to see one Wes Craven earlier works. The next two are Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 Hellbound. For the reason on Hellraiser 2, it came in this blue case instead of the clear case like Hellraiser did. These films have been my radar for the longest time because I seen the character Pinhead for the longest times in stores, in posters, images, in video. Like, ooh, I never heard this character. This is one of the franchises I have not yet checked out. I heard a lot of people say do not bother watching the rest of the sequels, just watch the first three and you're good. Because people are saying the latter half of the franchise is not that good. But I heard people saying the first three are really, really good, especially the first one, which is directed by Clive Barker. And funny enough, I've never seen any of Clive Barker films. I've never seen Nightbreed, The Lord of Illusions, I believe it's called. But yeah, really excited to check this out because the images that I've seen on the website, the practical effects, the creature designs, the story, what I heard, looks so much fun for me to watch in the month of October. I can't wait to dive into this for the very first time. Now, for whatever reason, in the US, we did not get Hellraiser 3 standalone Arrow video release. Why? Don't know. But the UK did, but not in the US for whatever reason. And I did reverse the cover art to the poster design because I love this cover art than the commission artwork that they gave for this release. They did release the box set. The box set is called the Scarlet box set, which is out of print, and that includes the third film. For whatever reason, Arrow did not release the third film then in a standalone edition, just like the first two here. And who knows, we might get a 4K edition of it anytime soon. So who knows? But all in all, really excited to get into the Hellraiser and Hellraiser 2 Hellbound, because these has been my radar for the longest time, and that's one of the franchises that I've not yet dived into. Because I have seen Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween, the iconic three, the big three basically, but I'm not yet diving into the Hellraiser just yet, which just makes me even more excited. But I kind of wish this came with a clear case, so it'll look nice together, but whatever. Lastly, from the standard releases, this is film directed by Guillermo del Toro, which is one of my favorite directors of all time. Top 5, top 6. Love the man, love his films, and I believe this film is underrated. Last time I saw this movie was, I believe it came out in digital, and I rented it, and I absolutely adore this movie because it's underrated and underappreciated. That is Crimson Peak. Love that cover, by the way. I absolutely love this cover, and I actually think this movie is underrated and underappreciated. I absolutely love this movie. It's beautifully shot, it's beautifully edited and put together. I really love the look of this movie. It's creepy and eerie, and I cannot wait to revisit this film because it's been a long time. And I was originally gonna get the regular Blu-ray release by Universal Studio, I believe. It's a studio release, and then Arrow announced they're going to release their own edition of Crimson Peak. So I waited. I was planning to get the limited edition, but that didn't happen because that's out of print. And then the sale came along. This was cheap, so yeah, why not get this? And add it to my Guillermo del Toro film. I believe I'm missing one. That's Mimic. I have them all except Mimic. Yeah. And also I forgot this is another film I have seen before. So it was Reanimator and Crimson Peak. Cannot wait to revisit this film. I've been dying to revisit this film. Maybe I gave a more appreciation over the years because I've been thinking about this imagery and the cinematography and the production design because it's so beautiful to look at. Because that's all I remember. That's all I remember of this film. That is beautiful design, and the stories was very interesting to watch. But I cannot wait to revisit this movie again. I love Guillermo del Toro. There's a ton of extras which I cannot wait to dive into, especially in an audio commentary by co-writer and director Guillermo del Toro. Which, I can listen to that man for hours upon hours because I love him to death. Not only he's a Latino like me, but I'm a big fan of his work. Come on, one of my favorite films from his is Pan's Labyrinth, and that happened to be my top 10 favorite film of all time. I love Pan's Labyrinth. Okay, now time for the box sets. These were ridiculously cheap on the Arrow Films website, the UK website. It was £30, I believe, but when you translate that to dollars, it's around $25, I believe, and I think that's a great deal for a 4-film Blu-ray box set. That's the House Collection, which I've heard nothing but awesome things on this film. They have released the first 2 House on Arrow Video in the US, but they have not yet released the last two in the US. That's the UK exclusive. That's where this box set comes in. But they did release House 3, the horror show on by Scream Factory, but it's only called the horror show. Doesn't called House 3. And then House 4 never got released here. So you can only get it by this box set from the UK. Now, the interesting thing about this Blu-ray box set that it said Region B on the back. It's actually Region 3. You can play this any player from the America. I have the Region A 4K player and it's Region A, and I tried it on for the last two house because they indicates Region B. So I tried it on and it's Region 3. You can play it, which is one of the selling points of this box set. It's like, because I heard great things about this franchise, but also it's Region 3, so I don't have to worry about getting the Region 3 player. You can play this on a Region A player anytime, which is great. Even as the box set, but I got it really cheap, so it was a good deal indeed. And lastly but not least, I just got this in the mail right now today. That is the Ringu Collection, which I'm really excited to get into this because I heard great things about the first film. Not so much about the sequels, but it was cheap enough. I had to get it. Just this looks phenomenal, good. Just great box set too. Awesome. But my only wish that they also include the remake, the American remake, which I had never seen, honestly. But I heard people saying it's fantastic. It's one of the best American remakes from the Japanese original. And Ringu is the film I have been on my radar for a long time. So as the remake as well, The Ring, directed by Gore Verbinski. Yeah. And yeah, I'm really I don't know. I believe the Blu-ray of the Ring remake is out of print, which sucked. But I hope one day they can release it on 4K because it's owned by Paramount. So hopefully soon I can get the remake so I can do a double bill between the Ringu, the original Ringu, and the Ring. Really soon because I really want to check them out. It's part of my watch list for a long time. It's been on my radar for a long time. This is a really nice box set. You can get the Ringu, the first film, standalone. But for a good price, why not get the trilogy set? Because it's nice and hard. It's like, it'll look good in your collection. And also, I'm planning to check out the last two called Ringu 2 and Ringu 0. Which I'm excited to watch this because these are first time watches. It's an exciting thing. I love watching films from the 90s to the 80s, 70s, 60s, so on. Watching them for the first time is a good feeling because you get to experience the film for the very first time, and these looks great and loaded with extras. Cannot wait to check them out for the very first time. Well, there you have it, guys. This is everything what I picked up in the Easter Carnage Arrow sale. Just happy what I got. Very excited. That means my Arrow video is kind of growing a little bit more, which is very exciting. Recently I just got the Donnie Darko 4K limited edition packaging. You can check out my Blu-ray collection update from the month of April, I believe. And yeah, pretty excited to get into this. The only film that I've seen from this haul is Crimson Peak and Reanimator, and I cannot wait to check them out again, and I cannot wait to watch some of the films that will be my first time watch, which is very exciting. Now, the next sale I'm really excited for is the Criterion Collection 50% off sale in the Barnes & Noble. That means I have to save my money, but you know what? I love Criterion. They can take my money all day long. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and I hope you enjoy this video, and follow me on Twitter and Letterboxd, link below. Have a great one, and take care.